Get free tech advice for your business from O2 Gurus. Search O2 Business for more. Hey guys, welcome to BTech. It's Basil here with an Nvidia Shield tablet, a wireless controller, and a folio cover tablet case. Now, we wouldn't normally unbox something like the Shield. It's been around for a while. Don't get us wrong, it is super cool. It's a very, very premium device, but it's got a couple of things going for it right now. First thing, the Tegra K1 processor. It's a variant on the 64-bit processor in here. It's 32-bit quad core as opposed to dual core, and well, it's a very, very good gaming processor. The GPU in there absolutely kills benchmarks, which is one reason why we want to unbox it. Gaming is something you guys want to see a lot more of. Also, it's a really cost-effective tablet. Now you know what is out there in terms of the new iPad mini and the new Nexus device and the new Sony tablet at £299 for the 32 gig LTE version of this. We are mightily impressed. So let's get to unboxing, but before we unbox, let's look around the box. And you can see on the front here, you've got the Shield itself, stereo speakers shown off, as well as that stylus. Name of the device, 8-inch display, Nvidia Ultimate Tablet for Gamers, or so Nvidia claims. To the right hand side, nothing really too crazy of note, just the fact that we've got the LTE version. There are also a whole load of specs, which is always really nice to see. You've got the K1 mobile processor, 192 core Kepler GPU, 8-inch full HD LCD display, 2 gig of RAM, 32 gig plus micro SD expandability, 5 megapixel autofocus camera at the rear, and 5 megapixel front facing camera too. LTE and 3G on board. So considering this is a cheaper device than the Nexus, it is way more versatile, especially when you look at that 32 gig of internal and expandability as well. Nothing really of note on the left hand side, and nice green Nvidia on the right, on the left even. On the flip side, you can see really just some more information about it in a whole bunch of different languages, but what it's really getting at is that this is the tablet for gamers, or so Nvidia would have us believe. We've had a little bit of time with it and we'd have to agree for the most part, but stay tuned, watch this space as we get into more detail, as we use the tablet a little bit more. So you've got the Shield tablet itself here. It's wrapped up in some plastic, so we can pull that open and slide it out. Now that we've got that out of the plastic, we can find the power button located on the top right hand side, power the whole thing up, and hopefully a boot up screen will appear. Yep, Nvidia logo populating the display, Android powering everything along. While that is indeed powering up, we can take a look at the box contents. Box contents, super predictable stuff from the offset. We have a micro USB to full size USB cable right there. Also have a power connector. The power block is a universal variant. We assume there will be region-specific components inside. Yep, you can see you've got a European connector and a UK connector right there. If we take a look at the actual Shield itself, it's booted up to a very traditional Android setup screen, so we can plonk that down for now and finish taking a look inside the box. And you can very clearly see we have pretty much expunged everything except for the instruction manual, so we can just flick through that to reveal absolutely nothing of note. There's just some heavy text on there, so anyone looking for some pictures, you are out of luck, but anyone looking for an Nvidia Shield, it's a different story. Now that's done, we can take a look around the tablet, and you can see on the right hand side you've got that power button and a volume rocker. These are pretty flushed along the sides of the tablet. You also have a micro SD card slot and a micro SIM slot, or a nano SIM slot, not 100% sure. On the flip side, you can see the slot for the stylus right there. We can yank that out, it comes out with a little bit of difficulty, and you've got the kind of soft tip stylus right there, which people have been saying is pretty precise. Not quite Galaxy Note levels of precise, but still good nonetheless. You've got nothing really too notable at the base, although these look like possible connectors for the folio case cover. And left hand side, you have a micro a USB connector and a mini HDMI, as well as a 3.5mm headphone jack. Mini HDMIs, haven't seen those in a while. 8-inch full HD display, can power that up quickly, and we can't really show it off too much based on the fact we've got Android's stock startup screen on there, but we can take a look around the back to reveal a flashless 5-megapixel camera, and of course on the front you have that 5-megapixel front-facing camera too. Good solid bit of kit, not mind-blowing, but what is mind-blowing is the array of accessories that make it such a gaming-centric device. And the first one is that controller. We can get our scalpel out to just open up the controller's backing, but before we actually lift the lid on this thing, let's take a look around the controller box. Device itself, branding on the front, and apparently the most advanced game controller. Bold statement considering there are lots out there. So included in the box information, and nothing really of note on the left or right hand side. Up the top either, while on the flip side, console grade controls, stereo headset jack with chat, ultra responsive Wi-Fi performance, microphone for voice search. So pretty neat stuff. Can open that up and reveal, there we have it, a brand new Shield controller, 2 analog sticks, a D-pad. You've got capacitive buttons in a V shape below the Nvidia logo. So that's a back, a home, and a skip button. You've also got on the right hand side actual control buttons too. Flip side, you've got L and R buttons as well, and 3.5mm jack as the box indicated, and micro USB port for charging. Down at the base, nothing of note. So yeah, really nice. And there's another button there, not sure if that's a capacitive layer. You've also got volume controls down there too. Pretty decent. The analog buttons have click input as well, not sure if that has an actual function. Inside you've also got nothing as far as connections go and cables go. You also have a support guide, as you can see, and finally a quick start guide. Open that up, and this is where all the pretty pictures are. Oh, so connect your controller information. We can put that all to one side, get the Shield tablet cover out of its box, and you can see right there, that is exactly where it clips on to the side of the Shield. It has a felt side and a more matte plastic side, and we're assuming the felt side goes face down, and it's magnetic as well, so it holds form quite nicely. Opening up the tablet, the cover, sorry, will indeed switch on the actual tablet itself, which is a nice touch. You can also see on the flip side, there should be a kind of connection where, or magnetic area where this thing will latch into place, stacking it up perfectly for gaming. So we can close all that up. If you've got any questions about the Nvidia Shield, please fire them in the comments section below. We'll clear up this mess and get covering this tablet. Before we do go though, let's do some size comparisons. We all know how much you love those. So we've got a Nexus 9 right here. The Shield has an 8-inch display, the Nexus 9 has an 8.9-inch display. Nexus 9 isn't that much taller, but obviously it is significantly wider based on that aspect ratio. Both, like we said, have front-facing speakers. Can pull the Nexus out of the way, and we can bring the Sony Xperia Z3 Tablet Compact into frame. And you can see the Tablet Compact is a shorter device, little bit narrower too, possibly. It's significantly thinner, whereas the Nexus 9 and Shield pack similar kind of levels of thickness. The Sony Xperia Z3 Tablet Compact at 6.4 millimeters is a very, very svelte little binny. So hopefully, putting that to one side, you will have a better idea as to how the Shield tablet fares in size comparisons against the competition, and what kind of awesome accessories you can get with it when you pick one up. What we also did say earlier, but we just want to hit home, is the pricing. $299, you can get it on Amazon 32 gig and LTE on board as well. Incredibly competitive given the spec you get on here. Hopefully you've enjoyed our video. If you have, click that like button. If you like BTech in general, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching BTech.